Yo. Hey, it's Genesis time. With me, Phil Collins. Ha ha ha, jokes. I don't have the capture software up. That would help. It's such a hassle to just load up this capture software for, like, playing Genesis games. Did this load? I think it did. Oh yeah, okay. It did. Hello. No, I just have to open the capture software. The problem is, when I'm displaying it on XSplit, it's cropped. And on my current monitor, I just see the HDMI input, I don't see the software, so I try to increase the volume on the software without looking at the software. And I can kind of see, like, signs of it having increased the volume on XSplit. But I can't see it directly, and doing so would mean I'd have to switch monitors and whatever, it doesn't matter. Hey, it's Sonic 2! I streamed Sonic earlier today, and then moped, and then took a nap. And now it's Sonic again. Also took an Ativan, which is like taking a nap, but you're still awake. Actually, personally, I don't really think they do anything. But I've mentioned this before. Where it kind of feels like you're resistant to all psychiatric medication people give you. Like, oh, this'll do that. Oh, it didn't. I guess I'm gonna try to get the Chaos Emeralds. I was looking into... oh, I screwed it up. I was looking into those AI, like, voice changers where you could change who's singing what song after I saw somebody taking, like, mid-60s Brian Wilson and making him sing Mike Love's solo album, which I thought was very funny. And then I tried to look through it, and, like, all the documentation is in either Chinese or Japanese and involves Python, and it's like, okay. Wake me when this is just the website. Load invoice here. Here is your output. Okay, thanks. It's too complicated. I'm too dumb. Too tired. What did I think of Monster World 4? It's fine. It's good. Oops. It's good. I died early and I don't have a save state, or a save file. Very close to where I died, so now I'm mad at it. Shit. You know what, maybe I shouldn't even bother trying to get the Chaos Emeralds in this. Because Tails is just gonna ruin it anyway. Maybe I'll just be Tails. Which is just to say, Orange Sonic. Well, the problem is I saved. It's just they didn't have a save monger, like, where I was. I could still play it, I guess. I mean, it would probably be more enjoyable than trying to get all the Chaos Emeralds in Sonic 2 legitimately, which is an exercise in frustration. I mean, I could save any time, technically, on the Genesis Mini, with the power of save states. Power of system-on-a-chip technology. Is there a thing here? Signpost? Just to clarify, chat, I know how to get through Sonic 2 reasonably quickly. I'm just trying to get the Chaos Emerald. God damn it! Trying to get the Chaos Emeralds. I think the Blue Sphere special stage is probably the best one, and I don't know, then Sonic 1, maybe by virtue of it only having 6 emeralds and therefore it's conceptually shorter. I still have to rank all the Sonic levels at some point, because I don't trust anybody's opinion on this but mine. Because mine's right. I bet they don't even have a signpost appear. No, they don't. It's just invincible. That's not what I want. There's no signpost. They should, if they haven't already, make a, oh, there it is. Make a coffee table book with all the Sonic levels in it. Just big, sprawling, loop-de-loop things. And you could look at the levels and be like, wow! Look how good Sonic was! Until they made him kiss all those women. Yeah, but Sonic Rush was just... Oh, they changed the color of the thing for Tails. Sonic Rush was just the half-pipe, but you control it with the stylus. Everyone's favorite way of controlling things. And Heroes was just the half-pipe. They're all just the half-pipe. It was the half-pipe in Sonic 3D Jam. Blast. It's not cool, Sega. You know what's cool? Blue spheres. Cause Sonic's a blue sphere. Sonic is not a half-pipe. He does not skateboard. If it were like Tony Hawk the Hedgehog, maybe I'd be into it. Maybe he like grinds down a, you know, railing at the local library by a sign that says no skateboarding. And he does that really well. Pops a kickflip. They give him a Chaos Emerald. No, it's Emerald Hill Zone. It's a different kind of green. It's Kelly Green Zone. Sorry, I had an Ativan, because I want to sleep all day. So I'm marginally out of it. Not as probably out of it as you are, though, Ping. Classic Sonic skateboards in Generation. Yeah, but Classic Skateboard, Sonic Classic Skateboard, whatever. He's not cool. Like, Classic Sonic is not cool. I'm sorry. He's just round and chubby. Which is, like, fine, but he's cool in the same way that, like, a baby is cool. Like, I guess. You put sunglasses on a baby, you say it's a cool baby, but, like, no one really believes it. You know, it's not like Jet Set Radio. It's not like classic baby Sonic avoiding the cops in Station Square because he's skateboarding where he's not supposed to skateboard. I mean, if you put a leather jacket on the baby, it's still a cool baby, but it's not like... You're not gonna, like, invite that baby over to smoke and play poker with you. You're not gonna invite that baby over to kickflip the police station. Don't hit that sign, Tails. We haven't gotten the rings yet. I mean, I guess you could, but, like... I wouldn't. And, like, to me it's more impressive that adult Sonic could skateboard because, like, he's got mostly human proportion limbs, right? Well, maybe it's more impressive if, like, a baby can kickflip because it's got tiny little arms and legs. I don't know. Chat, do you think it's more important for, like, a really lanky person to kickflip or a baby to kickflip? And assuming it's, like, a really smart baby, like a baby with the brain of a 30-year-old. All things being equal, do you think it's harder to kickflip if you're, like, 6 feet tall or if you're, like, 2? Surely they have had, like, little people skateboard. I guess we could just ask them instead of hypothetical babies. The harder it is, the taller you are. See, right? Wouldn't it be? So, like, it's not impressive that baby Sonic skateboards. Like, so what? It's impressive that Sonic, like, breaks a piece of metal off the gun helicopter and then skates down not San Francisco with it, and then jumps off of, like, ramps that are placed there arbitrarily and says Yahoo, and they give him 1,000 points. Like, that's cool. That's what I want to be when I grow up. But instead I grew up to be a neuroscientist, which is not cool. You don't go fast. You just pipette small amounts of liquid into smaller amounts of liquid very slowly. And you also don't kickflip anything. That is too long to read, Pinguino. In the case. What if you do a kickflip in space, then there's no center of gravity? In space, no one can hear you kickflip. Can Tails go super in this game? Or was it only in Sonic 3 where they decided, like, no, you need the better emeralds? It was a snowboard. It's not even a snowboard, it's like a chunk of the wing of the helicopter. Oh Christ, that's so many words. Don't do that. I mean, you could do that, but I can't read them. Normally, I could, like, multitask chat and play reasonably well, but I'm trying to get the rings, and also my GABA A receptors are all screwed up through either enhanced binding of GABA or decreased binding kinetics, or increased channel open time, I don't know. Something like that. Gamma aminobutyric acid. I got 4 citations on my thesis work, and like 3 of them were from my boss, which I guess is thankful. I should be thankful that anybody is citing it, but also, like, nobody in the grander scientific community seems to care. No, you're not annoying. Stay here. It's the best place for drunks. And also, you're promoting GABAergic transmission by drinking, so it's the same thing. Did you know that different alcohols potentiate GABA A receptor currents, but only up to a certain size? I think it's like dodecanol or something, like a 12-chain carbon, and then that no longer gets you drunk just because the molecule is too big and it doesn't fit in the receptor anymore. I thought that was kind of interesting. Am I gonna get 8 rings? Am I gonna get 4 rings? Hey! I'm the best at being quote-unquote Tails. No, God. Oh, jeez, I'm not gonna get this. This requires too much, like, pre-knowledge of where the rings are gonna come through. Like, what do you want me to do about that one, game? Nothing. Hope you remembered to go to the lines of the rings on the side. Oh, you didn't. Haha, the bomb. It's been like 2 hours since your date said she would show up. Oh, she's dead. She got hit by a train on the way over. I'm sorry. Oh shit, I shouldn't have gotten that. Yeah, I hate to break it to you. But don't worry, like, if you bought things for the date, you could still, like, bring them to a funeral. Most of them, I think. The history of physical violence to who? Oh, her landlord. Oh. I guess that makes it okay. God, shit, I need those rings. I want to be Super Tails. I want to be regular Tails, but he runs slightly faster. Oh, just kill me. Give me another chance. Thank you. Oh, it's here. I forgot I had gotten a checkpoint. Did she go to the psych ward? I'm now, like, using that as the litmus test for who's cool and who's not. Hey, who had a breakdown? Aw, yeah. You know what's cool? This is cool. I like how... not the transparency effect so much, but I like how there's a separate little set piece for, like, this is the waterfall hitting the ground, and then it's cascading still. Sonic 2's pretty good. It's not as good as Sonic 3. It's got a lot of bad levels in it. Oops. Oh, that's 49 rings. I just need 50. Now put the signpost in front of me and don't make me lose them all at once like I'm going to, because I'm a big doofus with ham hands. I don't know what this looks like in 3D. Apparently the 3DS remake, side make, whatever you call the 3DS version of this was supposed to be pretty good. I did not play it. Chat, has anybody messed with the AI make this voice into something else voice so it can sing a song it did not initially sing things? I tried to play with it and could not figure it out, and then it's like, hey, I bet you need to install Python, and I did, and then it was like, oh, I don't want to do that anymore. Why are all these instructions in Chinese? Why are all the pre-trained models anime girls? I just want Brian Wilson to sing things that Brian Wilson normally does not sing, and then I want to have a laugh about it. That's it. That's all I want. Maybe I should just, like, go to ChatGPT and, like, hat in hand tell it, like, please make Brian Wilson sing this other song. And it'll be like, okay. Thanks for asking. And then it'll do it. And then it's like, oh, you gotta install these Python dependencies. And it's like, I don't know how. Is it in the text prompt? Do I have to open a thing? Do I need, like, Microsoft Visual Studio? I don't know how to program. I know how to, like, click shit in Windows 98. I know how to set, like, graphic acceleration to low when the program is not working right. I know how to really screw up the third special stage in Sonic 2, which I don't think I've ever passed despite getting 69,000 points. I don't know what that means, though. I think I typed it in and then it, like, yelled at me because I typed install wrong, but I didn't. Because I think the idea of Brian Wilson singing that awful Mike Love solo record that's just like this self-masturbatory piece of music about the 60s and how the Beach Boys were so good is really funny, and I want to do that. I can't believe that there is a line in that song called Good Vibrations, Assassinations. Like, that's great. I want Brian to sing more of that shit, because it's so bad. I can't believe he rhymed Good Vibrations with Assassinations. That's incredible. Yeah, I know, but I can't program. It's too complicated. I'm too dumb. I just want... I need like a research tech. I'll get the grant money, you be my research slave. Get me the data, and if you don't, I'll beat you. Can't follow basic instructions, sorry. Should I give up on getting the emeralds? I don't think I'm ever gonna beat that third special stage. There's so many opportunities to do it. So many signposts. I didn't even get to a signpost in this level. All I know is that you can do that, then you can go backwards, and then the stairs go up, and then you get a 1-up. Oh, wait, you don't get a 1-up. You get nothing. How many people do you think went into, like, petroleum engineering because they really liked the chemical plant zone in Sonic 2? I mean, there's gotta be somebody who wrote in a college essay, like, I knew I wanted to be a chemical engineer when I played Chemical Plant in Sonic 2. I liked Robotnik dropping the goop on Sonic. That's what I want to do for a job. I want to drop the goop on animals. I never liked Chemical Plant, and then I grew up and I realized everyone likes Chemical Plant, so I decided, okay, I guess it's fine. I like the tubes. I guess it's okay, I don't know. I don't have any reason to not like Chemical Plant, except that it reminds me of, like, the Jersey Turnpike and the aroma that accompanies the Jersey Turnpike. Like, it's a level you can smell. And I could smell most of the levels in this game. Did you know that... Launch Base? No, that's 3. What's the flying Wing Fortress Zone? Wing Fortress Zone in this game smells like feet, and it always has. Ever since I was a child, I realized that level smelled like feet. Not all the levels in Sonic 2 smell like feet, just that one. I don't even have like a particular opinion on the smell of most Sonic 2 levels. I guess if you asked, I could probably think of one. But Wing Fortress Zone has always and will always smell like feet. Just like how Pokemon Silver tastes like cinnamon gum. Which is something you'd probably rather eat compared to Wing Fortress Zone. No, not like Sonic's feet specifically, it's just like... foot, I don't know. See, you're reading into it and making it weird. I'm just talking about the associations my brain makes for things. In the same way that, like, numbers and letters have weird personalities sometimes. Oops. But we talked about this. I'm gonna do it! I'm not gonna screw it up this time! I did it. Wow, I can't believe they've chosen me to see the 4th special stage, Colors Mushroom Hill. I don't know. I don't really notice it as much, having grown up, to be honest. Every now and then it like crops back up, but like there are definitely certain like numbers I associated with things, which I found useful when studying for tests, like, oh, this thing has this number in it, or like this letter in it, which makes me think certain things about this word, and that is how I will remember it for the test. That's 9. It's never been 7. 7 is Gus's favorite number. Also 9 is red. I believe. Believe, even. God, you ever used to see, like, auras around things? Which I always assumed was like a bad symptom of being nearsighted. But when I was very stressed out in the psych ward and had a headache, it would happen all the time. I mentioned this before. It's like playing a video game and like the object you're going to select is sort of highlighted. And there's just like a little color around everything. But like when I was in middle school, I noticed it a lot with people. There'd be this like hazy colored outline around them, and then I went on the internet and they're like, oh, that's because you have psychic powers. And I briefly believed that for a while. And then I found out, oh, I think it's mostly just migraine related. Or something. I don't know. It's probably that and like being nearsighted but not wearing glasses. So your brain just kind of smushes together whatever. Oh, I should have been getting the special stages. Oh well. I haven't noticed it that much since I put me on the Lamictal though. I don't think it's a schizophrenia thing. Anyway, that's the last problem I need. Shit, I need those rings though. Yeah, that's the end of the level. No more signposts. Anyway, I've assumed something like that's happened to you at some point as well. When I was in like the psychiatry consult, when I was in the hospital, I noticed it like on everything to the point where it was very loud. Like visually. Very distracting. And there's like a trail of color on everything. And I was not on drugs, to clarify. Just the quirk of human vision. Yeah, in fact, I think Beyonce was Sonic Pinguino. I am back. Hello. Trying to get the emeralds in Sonic 2 and figuring out it's a pain in the ass and not worth it. A colorful person. Wow, thanks. That means a lot to me. This is Aquatic Ruin Zone. What would you name the zone if you had to? And you cannot call it, like, aquatic or ruin. Like, wet rock zone? Sonic zone. Good. Great. I only had it for about a year. God, I've got all sorts of, like, perceptual brain quirks like that. Like recently when I would take the Ativan to sleep, I would notice the, that like sensation where you're lying in bed and feel like you're growing or shrinking a lot. Although specifically it's only really been like, oh, it feels like my hands are gigantic and the rest of me is like mostly normal size. Hard wet pillar zone. Thanks, Craigslist. His actual name is Miles Prower, and Tails is just a nickname. No, I talked about that, like, size thing as well, and someone in chat told me it's Alice in Wonderland syndrome, which I guess is preferable to them giving me a Wikipedia link and it's like death cancer or something. But I also had a lot of migraines growing up, so I guess that tracks. Slippery when wet zone. Oh god. All these special stages seem like such assholes. It's like, I just want the rings. Who built the special stages in Sonic 2? Like, did Robotnik make these? Are they just naturally occurring? Like how the land protects the Chaos Emeralds? Like a ruby weapon in Final Fantasy VII, or like any of the weapons? Well, that's cool. But like, Robotnik made the bombs, right? Like, those aren't existing in nature already. Or they're just like naturally occurring half-pipes in the Sonic universe. No, I just get a lot of migraines, and brain does weird things on migraines. And a lot of the time it was really distracting in like a bad way. Like I mentioned this when I was in the hospital as well. But like that visual static you see on everything, and you just get like super fixated on that, or like the long trails that stuff moving in your field of vision can leave, or how you get like after images that persist in your field of vision for like 5-10 seconds, like that fading rainbow thing, like if a light shines in your eye, except it lasts for a really long time. And when I was first in the hospital, it was like all of that, but visually loud and really anxiety-inducing. But I think that Limnicdol has cleared up a lot of it. Oops. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about. Brain's weird. But I take solace in the fact that I remember somebody saying, oh, that happens to me, when I was talking about it from the Twitch stream in the psych ward, so... I'm gonna pretend it's normal. And it probably is. It's probably just like how much people pay attention to and how much naturally gets filtered out by you just going about your day and your brain naturally filtering out whatever sensation that doesn't matter. Or if you look at something illuminated blue and move your head around, the light moves with you. I think that's everybody. I think everybody gets like some degree of after images. You know, you hyperpolarize your rods and cones, and then they stay that way for a little bit and move with you, and eventually the membrane potentials are restored. Ah, shit. But yeah, I think my thing also happens a lot with like stress. And it would also accompany a lot of those like crummy, like panic attack derealization bits, which essentially sent me to the emergency room, where it's like, oh, I'm coming unglued, and I don't think I can come re-glued anymore. And I keep calling for psychiatric appointments, and they're like 4 hours away. I mean, months away, my bad. But I guess it worked out. I think I feel better. I'm mostly just depressed, instead of depressed and going crazy. Went from feeling like anxious that I'd never feel the same again to feeling essentially the same, just realizing, oh, the same kinda sucks. But progress. So like, did nobody else growing up or otherwise ever just see like colored auras around people when you would be looking at them? Just like an outline of that person. And also, were you nearsighted? Well, the internet told me I was psychic, which I believed for a little bit. Did I fail this stage already? I did. You have not, you're not nearsighted. Well... okay. I'm telling you though, like when I was real stressed out in the psych ward and in my first like psych consultation with the doctor, it was real bad. Like he would move and there'd be like a visible after image of him behind, like left behind in the space where he was. I would see him type on the laptop and then like the laptop would have its own outline. It was just a lot of weird stuff. And that was before they put me on anything. All de novo brain experiences. Not to be confused with de novo brain experiences, which is a way to stop you from tampering with mine. Oh no! Man, they really want you to not screw up in this. I don't think it was like mood related, it was just the color. I mean... I don't know. I think different people were generally different colors, and it might have been influenced by what they were wearing. Because you feel like, oh, well, if it's mood related, then it starts kind of getting into that, like... starts feeling a little more woo-woo, you know? Rather than, like, oh, this is a quirk of the visual symptom, or symptom. System. Excuse me. Sorry, reminder, I took Ativan like an hour ago. Like, I don't think it's anything other than, you know, brain's got some extraneous information from some visual whatever, and it's just trying to piece it together in a way. I don't know. If I look back at them after looking at way, it was basically the same. Yeah, generally. It was like a hazy blue or a hazy green or a hazy purple or sometimes orange. Like, I look at things now and I don't see it. But I guess it occurred pretty dramatically like a month ago, so I guess I could still do it. I'm functional all the time, unfortunately. I was watching this video, and maybe you've seen it. It's a YouTube short, which means it's a video for literal children. And it's like, here's an EMT describing the effects of random drugs we give people, and like one of them was ketamine and one of them was Ativan, and the Ativan person was just like immediately sleeping. And that was prior to me ever having it. And I tried it. It's like, great, I don't feel anything. This man in the YouTube short lied to me. Like everyone else in every YouTube short. I mean, I look it up and it's like, you know, you see people that say, oh, well, it's maybe synesthesia related, but also, I don't know. I just thought it was because, like, I'm nearsighted and you see people and things far away and they just kind of blur and then your brain puts some color into the blur around it. I don't know. But I thought it was really neat growing up. And as an adult, it makes me feel like I'm going nuts because no one else really knows what I'm talking about. Did I already screw this up? Oh no, there's more rings. The only thing that I've noticed Ativan does is help me sleep and also, oops, also give me like really good dreams. Like content-wise, they're all pleasant instead of like, oh, I died. Got like chased down and stabbed to death this time. I don't think I'm schizophrenic. Like, I asked multiple doctors, and they were flat out like, no. Don't worry about it. I hope not. But who's to say? No one knows what's in the brain, really. A bunch of goop. 10 pounds of fat. And every experience you've ever known. It's important fat. A bunch of glia that we'll never really think about doing anything, but I guess they're integral to it too. Look at how dorky that Tails looks. He's great. I hope he's ready to fail the 4th special stage again. Chat, what's your favorite Sonic character out of the ones who matter? Which is to say, like, Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Robotnik, and the rest of them don't matter. Big. Big is not... Big matters, but, like, big is assumed to matter. It's like, what's your favorite character when somebody answers God? Like, okay, well, of course. It's not, you know... It's not the scope of the question. Nope. You did it. I wouldn't even describe that as cool, really. They should describe, like, random feats in the level as cool. Like, you go around that loop-de-loop, and the little cool hand pops up. Instead of like, oh, you picked up rings. Ah. You got paid. Got the money, dollar bill, y'all. Oh god, I'm gonna... Oh, Jesus. Yay! At least I'm having fun. Oh. Well, I like how the screen rumbles when you do that. I'll never have enough rings. I still find it very funny that, like, the vast majority of you have not experienced random, like, colored auras around people. Although I also tried to Google it, like, recently, and all the hits were just like, this means you're psychic! Instead of like, this means you're nearsighted and your brain's a little imaginative. And I tried to find a good picture of it to like demonstrate, but I couldn't really find one either. Unless it's like migraine with aura. It probably looks like that. Let me see. Oops. Yeah, that's not gonna take me 10 minutes. Migraine with aura. Example? Question mark? No, I'm sure it's a perception thing. I'm not at all insinuating, like, I see emotions! As much as it's like, oh, there's an outline of this dude on this dude. See, none of these are good pictures. Migraine, I don't know. Aura around people. Synesthesia. It's kind of like this. Oh, I don't know how to show you. Dude on dude outlines, yeah. It looks like, it's blurrier than this, though. Then you gotta, like, sort through all the scientific cruft. It's sort of like this. I don't know why I'm fixating on this right now. Kind of like that, but like not as many layers. It's mostly just like one primary layer. I thought it might have sort of looked like that when I first saw this image, but no, it's too bright. It's not like there's a light bulb. It's like a haze, like outlining the person completely. It's like nothing like these. Synesthesia? No! You'd think there'd be more images, but there really aren't. I mean, it's like sort of like this, but or like this if you just, you know, only have one of the colors and it extends like a couple inches off the person. I don't know. These may not be what you're looking for. Oh, sorry, I meant to search in all. Auras are real, some say it's a distortion. From a higher perspective, everything you see is a distortion. Yeah, and then it's like, spiritual awakening signs. The strange face in the mirror illusion. I don't know. Oh, it's an injectable contraceptive. I don't know what that has to do with it. Anyway. What does it mean when you can see colors around people? Oh. My aunt is purple. My aunt is dead. Is that a color? Is it like when you see a bright thing and look at a white background? No, it's literally just an outline around mostly people, sometimes things. And it hasn't happened too much recently, but it does still happen on occasion. Who had the best color? I don't know. I used to like make a log of who was what color in middle school, and I don't remember it. No, it's not like chromatic. I mean, it's not like chromatic aberration like in video games, because it's only like one color. I don't know. Well, I find it interesting, I think. It was novel when I was a kid, but again, when I was in the hospital, it was like, oh, this is not something that's normal, I don't think. Another sign I'm going crazy. Oh, I don't think you're supposed to be in there, oh god. How did I do this? Oh. How did I... What do I do? Never done that. Oh, do I have to reset this game or just like wait 10 minutes? Why did I make a save state there? It's like the opposite. Oh! Am I dead? Okay. I mean, if I take my glasses off, can I see anything? Not really. It's just like the general fuzziness of being nearsighted. I guess it's not that interesting. I'm just out of things to talk about. Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, it's not even Sonic, it's just quote-unquote Tails. It's not even his real name. Blank. He's not the main character. Did you ever find yourself, like, identifying with characters who are not the main character in, like, every cartoon? Or, like, the main character's friend, specifically? Like, oh, it's gotta be too much stress to be the main character, but I want to be the main character's buddy. I don't want to be Otto of Rocket Power, I want to be Twister or something. That way nobody expects me to do the kickflip McTwist. I merely need to exist and go woogity 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 occasionally, and everyone thinks I'm one of the gang. I did not want to be Squid. With a giant N on his shirt. Wanted to be Static Shock's white guy friend. Wow. Is that because you're a racist? I can't relate to being Static Shock. In fact, I refuse to know what it's like to be Static Shock. Was that you, Pinguino? I don't know why they have that checkpoint up there, because the level's over, and there are not 50 rings. Wasn't there an episode where Static Shock got shot? Or like his friend got shot or something? Is that why you wanted to be the friend? Because the friend got shot? Do you ever want to just get like shot but live? It's like, oh, that's what that feels like. Now everyone's gotta come to my hospital bed and feel bad for me as I eat this bland chicken breast. Oh, my rings. Bet it hurts. It probably does. From what I remember in that episode, the guy's like, it's not at all like what they do in the movies, or something. That's what I want it to be like in real life when somebody hits me so hard all my rings come out, and I'll be like, it's not at all what it's like in Sonic. Oh no. Oh, there's a thing in here, isn't there? It's just, yeah. Static Shock got cancelled because of poor merchandising. How's that? How did they poorly merchandise Static Shock? Were the toys supposed to have like a static charge to them? You pick it up and you're like, oh shit! You throw it in the garbage immediately. It's just a balloon with his face on it. Very good. Here's the official Static Shock balloon and the official Static Shock socks. Please put them on and rub on a carpet. The Static Shock branded taser. Oh, that's not static. I mean, he wasn't like Taser Shock. Oops. Okay, speaking of other bodily things that I'm sure most of you can do, who else can do, like, the ear rumbling thing? I assume it's, like, 3/4 of you, right? I was talking about it to somebody, and they're like, what are you talking about? No, don't do it, it weirds me out. Like, what? It's fine, you can't even hear it. The thing, you, like, do a thing in your ear, and it makes rumbly sounds. And it's, like, useful on an airplane because it helps to normalize the pressure differentials. It's like the Eustachian maneuver, whatever the official name for it is. But you could just, like, sit there and make rumbling noises in your ears all day if you felt like it. Yeah, I think it was predominantly, like, for diving. It's not even, like, tensing your jaw specifically. It's just like a thing you do, like, behind your jaw. I don't know. If you can do it, you can do it, and if you can't, you're not in the cool kids club, I guess. Yeah, the muscle's probably behind the back of the jaw. That's where it feels when you do it, anyway. I think it's like an everyone is able to do it thing, but your power has not been awakened to it yet. You know, it's like Persona 3, like you could shoot yourself in the head and get a persona, but not everybody does it. Yeah, it's like an optional muscle. It's like being one of those people that can't, like, curl their tongue. For whatever reason. Yeah, no, you just think about it and you do it. You like flex your inner ear. I don't know. See, that's like a pretty common body quirk. I guess in a way that seeing auras around stuff is not. Be one of those crazy people, like, go to the emergency room one day, like, put me under the scanner, I want you to read my brain. Tell me why it's weird. Be like, well, your whatever zone is hyperactive and blah blah whatever. But can you do the ear rumbling thing? It's not even like it's like a rumble pack that you could hear. It doesn't like rumble your head. You know, you're like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm making the noise. Like, if I put my ear really close to the microphone, I don't think you'd be able to hear it. Can you not do it, Froze? Like, mine doesn't have a pop to it. It's kind of like a semi-truck rolling by a street that I'm sort of near. Oh, I didn't lose yet. Can't even comprehend this. There's a muscle you have that you can tense, and it makes this, like, low rumbling in your head and skull. And you hear it, and it's, like, mixed into what you hear normally, but it's not like an external sound that other people can hear. It's just the thing, And I'm personally sorry for you that you have not explored your body to the degree to know that you were able to do this shit. It might be the Bill Gates microchip, I don't know. I bet the Windows XP one plays like passport.mid when you rumble instead. Do I hear it at both sides in different times? It's mostly at the same time. You can kind of like bias it toward one side or the other. But it's like 70% in the middle, and if you really focus on it, you can try to get like the remainder in one ear or the other. Like the panning is tough. Like, I could definitely make it favor my right ear over my left ear, but it's harder to make it favor the left ear. Can I hear something when I purposely blink? No. What? Oh, like that light tensing sound? Yes, but it's not that. I don't know how to explain what that sound is, though. That's like a... That's higher pitched, to me. And a lot quieter. I wonder, is there like a YouTube video of what the sound is? No, it's not tinnitus. Ear rumbling filled with an endoscope. I just want to see if someone's tried to like recreate it. Oh god, ears are gross when you put them through a camera. Make the sound.
Okay. So here is the eardrum. This lovely rumble for me. There it is.
This... I guess it looks like this. It's really not very... You don't have to make that face, though. In fact, it's probably better if you don't, because people will think there's something wrong with you. What, do you not just do it for fun? You're just like sitting around like on a bus. Like, oh, I'll make some rumbling sounds. No one will know what I'm hearing. Oh, this is too loud now. Yeah, whatever. Are there any other novelty body quirks that I might share with you, chat? I think I've talked about all the interesting perceptual ones. Yeah, cilantro's gross. It's soap. I don't know why people like it. It's because people are liars and want the worst for you. We've been over this. I could also taste PTC paper, which I forgot what that stands for, but they made all of us in middle school taste it, and then made like a Punnett Square about it or something. It's look it up. It's called PTC paper. It's some chemical compound. I don't know. Trombone, ethanol. Oh, Didn't have enough rings to go and trip that. It doesn't add flavor, it tastes like soap. If you say it adds flavor, that's just a joke. In the same way that, like, Mr. Clean adds flavor. Like, yeah, I guess. Every time like, when I was a kid, and I'd go to, like, an Indian restaurant, I would always think, like, oh, they're not washing their dishes very well here. And there's, like, a lot of soap left on the dish. And then I learned, like, no, it's the cilantro. That's why. Froze, it just sounds like you don't have control over the finer minutiae of your body. And you're being lied to by an herb. Like, what? People have tried to describe cilantro to me. It's like, what, zesty, they say? Or like, it's got a spice to... I don't know. It's just soap. Maybe if I get every single signpost from now on and don't screw them up, I can get all the emeralds. I think it just tastes like soap and it just smells like grass. I don't know. I don't think I've ever had, like, raw, uncut cilantro. It's normally, like, on a meal and it probably smells like the thing that it's on. Oops. Oops. Oh, God. I'm blowing it. Yeah, there's gonna be me with, like, a bag and I'm gonna stick a knife into it. Take a big whiff of all that cilantro in it. Oh yeah, that's the pure stuff. No, no. How will I get 14 rings? Oh, God. I hate this special stage. Da 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 da. How's your Saturday, I think, chat? Do you think I should just go into work tomorrow and catch up on cell quantifying? Have I ever thought anyone has ever tried to deep fry watermelon? Yeah, almost certainly. Why would you think they wouldn't? I mean, they deep fry butter. Wouldn't it melt away in the oil? What? No, why would it? Well, they'd probably, like, coat it with something. I don't know. We'll just get, like, fake watermelon, like you get peach rings and deep fry those and say they're deep fried peaches. Dehydrated watermelons, just melon. Oh. There's this video on YouTube about peach rings, and I think it's a surrealist comedy video. And when somebody, like, goes in the store and gets peach rings, all their friends are like, oops, you got peach rings. And then it breaks down from there. But anytime, in the rare occasion I've seen anybody order peach rings, I will always say that to them. And they generally do not get the reference. Now I'm gonna have to pull it up to show you that I did not make this video up, even though I wish I did. It's just called Peach Rings, apparently, from 13 years ago, which is how old I am. Oops, this is another copy of Sonic. This is not Peach Rings. Is it this one? It is this one. Here you go. Now you could have it. I've explained the reference for oops, you bought peach rings. It is art. Some of the various sources of wonderful media that float around my brain at any given moment. Tails jump! Now I only have 8 quote-unquote Tailses left. But why do you not think it's art? Have you made art that's better than oops, you got peach rings? I'll answer it for you. No, you haven't. I'm sorry. Maybe you have. Yeah, there's gonna be like some 13-year-old going through old YouTube like, wow, I was born in the wrong generation. YouTube used to be good. And then at that point I will just turn to dust and they'll use my dust to make a peach ring. Boing. Yeah, they'll put it in a fancy 2000s museum. Ouch. Yeah. Here's a museum where we have the Noxus claymation. Oh no, it's Dr. Bob. Remember when the internet was good and not owned by like 4 people who hate you? Maybe like Tom Fulp of Newgrounds hated you, I don't know. He probably did. That's his name, right? You can't even like dislike things on YouTube anymore and have it feel like it matters. It's like, oh, feedback shared with the creator. Like, no, I want everybody to know this video sucks. I need to do the mental math and see if it's got like 90% likes, and if it doesn't, I won't click it. The algorithm hides the garbage. It doesn't! It like sneaks the garbage into the videos you actually want to watch. It's like, oh, here's a new Tecmone video, here's like a Gotham chess video, and then it'll be a video with like 13 views, like the crazy Estonian gamer plays Mega Man Battle Network 3, and it's like, what are you doing? Why do you think I want this middle one? And they're always like bad Let's Plays. Every single time. No, he played it in English! I still get Try Guys recommendations so it doesn't hide the garbage. I have a weird soft spot for the Try Guys, which is to say I don't like them, but I like how Keith eats food, and on my phone I have a bunch of pictures of Keith and his gross like mouth dripping, pouring forth with food in it. So much so that like sometimes Google's like, hey, who's this person? We're gonna add them to an album, and it's just like Keith and his gross mouth. I have dozens of photos of Keith in his mouth on my phone, by the way. Sometimes I'll just be watching him eat food and I'm just left stunned that his mouth is so large and he could put so much food in it that I take a screenshot. No, that was Ned. Ned was the one that cheated on his wife. No, it's not a sex thing! It is purely just like, wow, humanity is amazing. That a man could take such a large bite of, like, Swedish meatballs. I can guarantee you it's not. I don't know what it is. I tweeted a photo at him because, like, the phone used it as a background on the photo widget that's like, you know, making your summer better, and it was just a picture of Keith, like, food around his mouth, and I tweeted at him, like, thanks for helping me improve my summer, or something, and now I gotta dig this tweet up. Let's see if, like, Twitter is usable or a smoldering husk, which it probably is. Probably gonna prompt me to log in, because I'm not logged in on this browser. Can I see my replies to people? Or does it want me to log in? That's a picture of me. There's a picture of my lemons. There's a picture of me. There's a picture of me. There it is. It's just photos like this. Like, I don't know why I saved these. I thanked him for being a part of my November at home, and then he liked it. Anyway. It is a big mouth! And he had a lady who had an even, like, larger mouth on the show. And I might have, like, taken a screenshot of her big mouth as well. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not trying to normalize it, I'm just saying. This is what I'm like. Like, any internet scandal involving me is gonna be like, oh, took so many pictures of Keith's mouth that now Google recognizes Keith as a person with, like, the second most appearances in photos on your phone. Did I mention I had an Ativan? Perhaps two. Oh wow, I get to do the special stage again. I'm totally gonna knock it out of the park for the 16th time. It's a benzodiazepine. Because I don't want to be awake or conscious. Oh god, Tails. It's like you gotta remember every single opening of all the little bombs and where all the rings spawn in, and if you don't do it, then you don't. And then you just lose. And then you only become, like, 3/7 of Super Tails. Experiencing your own existence is a drag sometimes. I would posit to you that it is a drag almost all the time. Down constantly. Oh good, the game did the thing where they forgot to shuffle me off screen and now it can just jump. Yay, oh. God damn it. Why would they put that thing there? I have to rank the Sonic levels between 1, 2, 3, and CD, because there's a lot of heinous crap in here. Metropolis Zone's to the bottom. it's probably worse than... Oh god, it's worse than Marble Zone. I assume it's probably worse than Sandopolis. At least that's got like an okay first act. This is just 3 acts of the same, but like with a crab that actively hates you. Once as I was a kid, I was in a fish shop with my parents, and we were getting crab, and I picked one of them up and it bit my finger, and I threw it on the ground, and the fishmonger, or whatever the job title for that man was like yelling something at me, and I stepped on the crab, like stomped on it. Anyway, we did not go back. But it did deserve it. Well, I think he was hoping he could still sell it, but like that crab had tasted blood, so there's no way I had to let it live. Oh, God. Anyway, if the planet gets raided by a crab-based alien life form, just know it's probably my fault for provoking them in the legal seafood or whatever it was, as opposed to the illegal seafood. Ba-da-da-da, I'm tired. All I did was sleep. I woke up at like 12. I went to bed at like 7. I was mentioning this before, but the meds that I'm currently on make me feel mostly normal, except the normal is just like empty and depressed. But I don't feel like I'm coming unglued, and I don't feel like I'm constantly having bad anxiety. So, yay! Now I just have the old problems. Which I guess is an improvement. I wish Tails flew in this. Oh well. Net gain, yeah, I guess. Is there a thing over here? Like in this wall? There's a thing in one of these walls. Oh, whatever. Pally and I just finished playing Valheim for 13 hours and you feel sad because he went to bed. Oh. I think I might have misparsed that sentence. Are you saying you're sad that your friend went to bed? Or your friend is sad because he finished the game? Just tell your friend to watch the stream with, I don't know how many other people. 7. Just watch the stream and I'll yell at you for your bad taste in food. You'll be like, hey, I got the new cheese dog that's made of like literal Mountain Dew and American cheese from Sonic. And I did so at the drive-thru where I didn't even have to leave my car or interact with another human being. And then I got a milkshake, and the milkshake was made of like circus peanuts. Or whatever you tell me about the food you eat. It's never like, oh, I had a nice garden salad with free-range hot dog. It's always like, no, I just extruded cheese out of a tube into my mouth in a drive-thru. God, they should do that. What if you just have a drive-thru and there's just a hose you pull up to? It's like a gas station, but gas doesn't come out. It's just like crazy cheese. And you just pump as much as you want into your mouth and then you leave. God damn it, why would you put those there? Now I'm gonna die. Yeah, it's regular cheese, barbecue cheese, and unleaded. And you decide. You could choose the milk content. I mean, America calls herself the land of the free, and yet we don't have dedicated plumbing that brings cheese into every residence, so like, what even are we as a people? Nothing. Like, do you think that's what George Washington would have wanted for this nascent country? No. Of course not. Chat, if cheese were going to come out of a faucet, would you want it to be like a thin nacho cheese? Or would you want it to be like a long, extruded piece of string cheese and you just cut it off with scissors? See, I would have thought like you might have wanted the nacho cheese because then you can bathe in it. Like, if you take a shower in string cheese, it's just like it's pelting you with small bits of cheese. It's just the man throwing cheese at you. Yeah, you're right. No, in this hypothetical future, somebody would invent, like, the heated tap for string cheese. Why wouldn't you cut it with your teeth? You could, but then you couldn't lather it very well. Am I doing okay? No! I'm not. But one of you was laughing, probably. I'm laughing, at least, so who cares? Anybody ever beat this boss the right way and not just, like, smash your face against it repeatedly until it's dead? You're supposed to, like, look for the breaks in the eggs, and, like, it just goes too fast. My mind is not equipped for blast processing, it's merely equipped for neuroscience. Yeah, I'm just gonna play them this stream. It's like, hey, how have the new meds been? Well, you should see for yourself. Oh, shit. Oh, they've got little faces on the pause screen, look. Oh, you can't see them, they're like little miffed faces. I don't know if I could blame the Ativan, but maybe I could. It's always the problem with any psychiatric medication where you're aware there's something new, or there being something new in your brain. It's like, am I always like this? Or is this just because whatever's in there? Shaking up the synaptic etch-a-sketch. How did that hit me? Wasn't that behind it? And also the thing that's really interesting to me always is like, you can pharmacologically like agonize and antagonize all sorts of receptors in critical parts of your brain, and yet for the most part it doesn't really feel like it dramatically changes your day-to-day anything. But like, it should be doing things, it just doesn't really feel like it. Ouch. I like the little Robotnik balloons. I wish you could buy those in stores. A cheese faucet would change my day. Even just like cheese in a pill. Hey Siri. Could I buy cheese in a pill? .org. Fuck, wait, how do I not have rings? Siri. Hey Siri. Can I buy cheese in a pill?
Okay, I found this on the web for can I buy cheese in a pill.
No, I don't want
Check it out.
rennet tablets. Hey Siri. Find me gamer cheese.
Okay, I found this on the web for find me gamer cheese. Check it out.
It's a YouTube video. It says gamer cheese. The description says I like cheese and Five Nights at Freddy's. This is not the video I want. It doesn't even have RGB cultures in it. Like, we already have blue cheese. Why don't we have red, green, and blue cheese? Brought to you by Razer. I mean, they said the blue LED was the hardest one to crack. I like how Robotnik just shoots at you. See, he's shooting at the string cheese. He's got the string cheese tube equipped. How does that hit me? How does that hit me? He's developed the faucet, we gotta kill him. That's my patent. Yeah, why don't they make Neapolitan ice cream but like with cheese, and it's like Colby and Gruyere and feta all on one block, and you just scoop out the part you want. And then you like give it to somebody in a basket, fruit basket that costs $200 and they never eat it. No, it's all cheese. It's not cheese and ice cream. I'm not a monster. No, the plane always says Sonic. Because Tails made the plane for Sonic. It's like you making a car and writing Dad on it, even though only you drive it. It's always been the Sonic F. Because Tails lives only for Sonic. And no other purpose. Chat, how many people are watching this? Is it more or less than 50? Because XSplit still says 0. I'm gonna say 60. Okay, 64. It's close enough. Yeah, all the animals that fall out of the sky are just dead. That's how it goes. Especially the birds. They're young birds, don't know how to fly yet. All that. Oh, I can't kill these turtles. I've been led astray by Mario. I thought I could kill every turtle, but I can't. Also, Sonic dies here. Like, he just dies in a plane crash. Oh wow. And then Tails is the main character of the Sonic the Hedgehog games. Oh. I thought he was gonna grab a different part. Yeah, I watched the Mentor pilot video on this. Oh no, what happened? Can't wait for him to make like a recreation of this in Microsoft Flight Sim. Play back the black box of Sonic's final words in the cockpit that are probably like, "Ha! Piece of cake!" And then the plane crashes immediately. I know he did that video with Tom Scott and showed, like, no, without autopilot you could not land the plane just as a passenger. But I watched that video and I thought, you know, I bet I could land that plane. Which was not the point, I'm sure, but still. Maybe Tom Scott couldn't land the plane because he was weak. Raised off of Tesco's. Did I ever play the Flight Sim arcade game? No? What? Yes? Look at all the frames of animation in these little things. Ah. Part of our lab's work involves lasers and small animals, so if somebody were like destroying it, I would be very angry. Oh. Airline pilot? No, I've never heard of that. I'm a professional Eggman. He just wants to do science and get his grant funded and wear his weird pants. Why are we depriving him of this? Oh god, the rings are outside the plane now. I'm a professional Robotnik. Sorry, I take it back. Nothing about me is an Eggman. Goo goo gajoob. Calling me an Eggman is erasing my Polish heritage. My proud Polish heritage, I'll have you know. I ate a bunch of pierogies, and I bet Eggman, Robotnik does too. Hey Siri.
Uh-huh.
What's Dr. Robotnik's favorite food?
Okay. I found this on the web for What's the Actor About Nick's Favorite Food.
What?
Check it out.
Hey Siri.
Uh-huh.
What is Dr. Eggman's favorite food?
Okay. I found this on the web for What is Dr. Eggman's Favorite Food. Check it out.
What is it? I'm busy. Ugh. Gotta make me click it. His favorite food's never been revealed. Wait, that's... No, this website says it's, eggs. Checkmate. This website also had, like, Sonic characters I do not care about. You're reading the wrong website, Pinguino. I'll have you know that Sonic.fandom.com says his favorite food is eggs. Silver's favorite food is blue cheese. Shadow's favorite food is burnt chili dogs. Oh god. Storm, which I think is from like a racing game, Their favorite food is any food. Mighty the Armadillo's favorite food is carrion. He just, like, eats roadkill. Yeah, Tails' favorite food is apparently mint candy, and Knuckles' favorite food is grapes, which is... I could have told you that. I read the Sonic 3 manual. Tikal's favorite food is tamale. Shade, I don't know what that is. His favorite food is homemade chicken. Mephiles the Dark's favorite food is mint. Apparently. Have I seen the movies? No! Why would I see the Sonic movies? I don't like Sonic. I don't like the Death Egg Zone. Even though the theme is like way longer than you actually hear. Imagine if they actually had a zone and this were the music in it. And like you heard all of this melody instead. Like, I hate it. They're probably better than the Mario movie, but I bet the Mario movie made way more. It's because people love a good Italian, a good paisan. My favorite part of the Mario movie is when he goes to Luigi and does the Italian hand and goes, "Ay." Oh, too greedy. I like that Robotnik looks in while you're fighting Silver Sonic. Oh no. I blew it. Who's this Sonic character? He's not in this game. He died in space. Chat, what's up? How's your 11:30 Saturday Standard Eastern Time? Daylight? Maybe? I don't know. What do we do to clocks? We flipped them around and now the numbers are different. Is it daylight standing saving time? I don't know. All I know is that whatever the time was wrapped around and like my car is back to being the correct time. Oh god, Tails. No, don't buy the new Advance Wars. It does that weird thing with the 2D assets where it tries to make them look like they're animated, but they're not. It's like the VTuber effect. Oh. You know, it was cool. Sprites were cool. Now everything is just bad. You know, it looks good. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Robotnik's running sprite, that looks good. It has all the frames it needs. Wow, I'm cool. I'm marginally intoxicated. Possibly intoxicated. Oh no. Oops. No. Is 1965-9/17 Yuji Naka's birthday? Isn't it messed up that they make you know the birthday of an incarcerated criminal? Oh, no, wait. Why didn't it do the level select? Isn't it start and this? What am I not? Tails alone. Do I have to be Sonic and Tails? No. I can't believe they arrested Yuji Naka for being Japanese. That's messed up. What am I not doing to trigger the level? It's fine, I don't care. No, it was insider trading, which is like outsider art, but inverted. Look at all these games on here that I just don't care about. What do you think about Sonic Spinball? It sucks. By the way, the stream is terrible. I'm sorry. I could play Shinobi 3, but it requires so much coordination. Yeah, like, insider trading is what you do if you're an introvert. Like, you're gonna walk to a stockbroker? I don't think so. Oh, I could already feel the frame rate. It isn't any more terrible than usual. Wow, thanks. It's bad! It was the first Sonic game I got as a child and was disappointed with, and have never been happy with my life since. If you overclock it like 25–50% on your Genesis emulator, it actually loads better. But after playing this, I was never happy again, and now I have major depressive disorder. Or bipolar 2, depending on who you ask. I experience hypomania when I play Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and depression when I play this. I like the sentence worm bagged. No, I take it back. I don't like that sentence very much. Oh yeah, no, the spinball to correlation coefficient is just the straight line. No, the main channel will be back. I'm just a mental nutcase and have not felt up to it, but I will. You have to trip the direction opposite to the switch. I remember that because I was 8 years old at one point and remembered futile things about video games. Anyway, there will be a main channel stream. I think about it daily. I just have not done it because all the momentum of not doing it has built up, and now it feels like a massive hurdle to get back over. So now I just do it on schlub mode on this channel, where it's like the main channel, but more real. Talk about killing myself a lot more. The music is okay in Spinball, but it's like very Western Gems sound font music. Where it kind of just sounds like farts and eating tinfoil at the same time. Maybe a little too depressive. I can't help it. I'm trying to help it. But I think more people than you imagine are probably, like, passively suicidal. Who knows? It's like the ultimate hipster act, like, what, you enjoy living? Ha ha ha. Don't think so. Been hating life before it was cool. You need one more emerald. Oh, I already got it. Ah. There were suicide pods in the corner, but I think mankind would survive. Yeah, maybe. Maybe we'd select out all the depressives. Nip whatever the depression genetic component is in the bud. But you'd also have, like, a lot of people totally just streaming it. Like, making faces on TikTok. It would be artistically tragic. No, I'm not doing PhD sciencey stuff. Now I'm doing postdoctorate sciencey stuff. Because I have a PhD. And I'm depressed. Who's gonna be able to afford the fancy suicide pods? Yeah, they say they're like 3D printable, but also like, where do you source the nitrogen? Actually, I think like they've set up a shell company that is under the guise of a brewing company to sell you the nitrogen or something. It's like Mad Dog Brewery or something. Oh, stop getting in this area, Sonic. I don't know if they're still doing that. I haven't looked for a while. God, no, don't go up this. And like, what even is this chunk of the level? It just looks like vomit. In like the 90s, everything is gross way. Was what a metaphor. Stop! Is what a metaphor. It's toxic fallout. Why did the emeralds end up in the toxic caves? Being stuck in the same loop forever. I guess it's sewer time. Which is what I tell my patients in the hospital before I flip them over in their hospital beds. Just kidding, I'm not a real doctor. Ah? Oh. Way to go, Sonic. You did that. Whatever that was. God, I wish I had $1,500 that I didn't have to pay for my inpatient copay. Imagine all the things I could have wasted it on. Like hot dogs. Yeah, so much AliExpress crap. Sorry, you need one more emerald. Oh, I don't remember which direction. This way, I think. Normally there are rings. Even the rings in this don't sound right. A Philips car record player. No, I'll just have somebody... I'll just like pay a man to stand there and hold mine very still. Way to go, Sonic. Anyway, sorry about being overtly sad on this channel in a worrying way. Hell of a game this is. What's your favorite sound in the Sonic franchise? Is it when the Robotnik Scorpion says eee? Mine is. Ah. Oh no, I relate. I do not judge. It's a good sound. I like it. It makes me uncomfortable. It made me uncomfortable as a child, and it makes me uncomfortable as an adult, and there are very few things you could say will still do that. Now I gotta free my friends and the cloning capsules. I like that you can see Sonic's reflection in the back of the pinball machine. I kind of wish this were Sonic's pinball. Like, you don't go in the levels, you just... You are Sonic playing pinball. You know, it's like Sonic at the bowling alley. Is Ken Pender's creator cited in this game at all? In the credits? Credited was the word I wanted, by the way. Oh. Oh god. I did it. I saved my friends, but I didn't kill Robotnik. I wonder what Ken Penders has to say about new Twitter and the blue check marks. I hope he has one. Let's see. Search Twitter. Ken Penders. Oh, he does not have one. He said, oh, he's selling his new merch. You can order art, prints, back issues, and oh my god, it's so ugly. It's so ugly. And then he replied to somebody who said, I don't even know, it's a screenshot, I don't want to read. Ken says, when I was 13, I was seeing R-rated movies. Kids today could check out pornography on the internet. I bet. Somebody asked him how long or how far in the comic has he gotten. He says the script is farther than the art. The story is at least 160 pages, and the first 36 pages are done. It's not a lot. He says he'll talk about Sonic, even if they don't want him to. And then he compared his work to the Diary of Anne Frank. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a new Masao video that I think it's called like Woke Potatoes. I haven't watched it, but I like the title. That's like promising content. Yeah, Woke Mashed Potatoes. I should watch it, but I'm too zonked. Or maybe this is the prime time to watch Masao videos. I worry that Masao is actually doing way better in his life than I am in mine, and is probably happier. So like, why am I judging him? I'm the fool. Zonked on Ativan. When I was in grad school, in my grad school apartment, like, I had my garbage disposal break, and then it made the sink not, like, empty reliably, and it would fill up with water, and I had a bunch of dishes in there, and eventually the whole thing just molded, and I had to wait, like, days and days for the water to slowly go down over the course of like a couple of weeks, and then I cleaned out the bottom of the sink and finally called the repairman who fixed my garbage disposal. But it also smelled really bad in the process, so I think I put a baking sheet over top the entirety of the sink to try to not let the odor out. Anyway, I was very depressed and did not want people to see. And then one of my light bulbs, one of the like long fluorescent ones, broke in the kitchen, and I wanted that to get replaced, but I didn't want them to see what my sink was like, so I also just kind of used the kitchen in half darkness for a number of months. Collects are coming, by the way. Anyway, the moral of the story is that I've been sad for a very long time. Please help me. Whereas when I was in the psych ward, the sink worked fine. But it did not have a garbage disposal. I do have a working sink now, and the garbage disposal's not broken once. That's total action, right there. It's never been more action. Oh god. Now I've fallen through this level, which means I have to play more of it to go back to where I was. Is the door already busted, or did it unbust? Oh, that's unbusted. I've never beaten this legitimately. It's hard. I don't know if you would know me in public. I mean, you could literally come over to my apartment. I don't care. I feel like you're relatively normal as people go. Pay a bunch of money for rent. Might as well let other people enjoy it. Well, nobody has ever recognized me in public or otherwise. I don't think I'm very notable. Unless it's like, wow, you're that brilliant neuroscientist who plays a lot of Sonic the Hedgehog. Wow, you're that neuroscientist in the psych ward. It smells great. Wow, we all wear a mask if you think about it. If you talk, you could recognize me. I don't even know if I sound the same. I guess I mostly do. I like how this is called the row boiler. I don't know why it looks like this, but I'm kind of into it. It's my favorite band, Robohead. No, I think Sonic refuses to tell people about the time he was a pinball. Oh, God. Cool, I love video games. Thanks for playing Sonic Spinball. I think I might have had to press the up button, or maybe not mash the jump button. But whatever I did it incorrectly. So that's cool. Spinball is bad. You shouldn't play Spinball. You shouldn't play any of these games. You should play Rocket Knight Adventures. I don't know. You should play Sonic the Fighters. That's a legitimately great game. I don't really want to play anything and I kind of want to sleep, but I also sort of just want to talk to people. And I guess this is the closest thing. I can't play Dingers, it's broken. It crashes the emulator. Do you want me to watch the new Masao? Okay. Yeah, why not? I'm in a fugue state where new Masao probably makes sense. Oh, is it supposed to rain tonight? Do I have to close the windows? Oh no, there's a new irate gamer. Oh wait, no, it's from 2 years ago. Yeah, but if it rains down there, then I can't keep my window open. Here's my non-logged in YouTube channel.